Hello and welcome to Doing More. I'm Erica Cardenas. Today we're celebrating Earth Day here at the Hassayampa River Preserve, where we're surrounded by this beautiful green vegetation here in the Sonoran Desert. Let's go take a look. With its lush vegetation and flowing water, the Hassayampa River Preserve is known to be a unique hiking destination located near Wickenburg, Arizona. The preserve is about a 700-acre recreation hiking trail that features a river, rare wildlife, and a beautiful habitat. In 1987, the Hassayampa River became a preserve, and in 2017, the Nature Conservancy donated it to Maricopa County to become a part of the Maricopa County Park System.
My name's Jessica Bland. I'm the park supervisor for the Hassayampa River Preserve, which is part of the Maricopa County Park System. Many people are aware of the ecological importance and the natural beauty of the preserve, but few people realize the fascinating cultural history that the preserve has as well. The Visitor Center operates out of the original 1860s ranch house. We have a number of artifacts and natural specimens on display in the museum, the majority of which have been found here on the property. And so it gives people an opportunity to see the history and see the diversity of life that is located here.
My name is Eric Huff. I'm the interpretive ranger here at the Hassayampa River Preserve. If you take a stroll down any of our trails, it's generally a lot of shade on the trails. Going to be trickling water along the river. We have a spring-fed 4-acre pond called Palm Lake, which is a very peaceful spot to sit. You can see wildlife any time of year that you visit, and it's a great place to just get out and away from the hustle and bustle of the city. Over millennia, wildlife have called this place home, and riparian or stream-side ecosystems support a lot more life than surrounding types of habitat. So we're in the Sonoran Desert, which, even though it's one of the most lush types of deserts in the world, there are not as many species that live there. So the river supports many more species with the types of shelter and food, and then the existence of water that's present.
We're part of nature, and so many people are isolated from nature. Many people don't spend much time outside at all, and we've really lost our connection to nature. And we're suffering, and our planet is suffering because of that. And so if we can reestablish those connections and see the interdependence that we really have, then perhaps we'll be able to establish a better relationship with our planet so that we can move forward in a healthy way.
As humans, we're oftentimes at odds with how we live on this planet, and as our population has expanded, we're left with fewer and fewer natural places left. So having preserves available to be able to protect some of what remains, but also to allow for possible expansion of those over the years is important for our society and our species.
Did you know that Earth Day began in 1970, which was introduced by U.S. Senator Gaylord and is now celebrated on April 22nd worldwide? It's a concept of peace that demonstrates support and protection of the environment. Plus, it gives us an opportunity to appreciate the beautiful, generous planet we all share. Every day is a great day to be grateful for nature, life, and community. We'll be back with more and Doing More right after this. Welcome back to Doing More, where we shine a light on the good things happening in our communities. Today we're here at the Hassayampa River Preserve celebrating Earth Day, where nature is both valued and embraced. Earth Day is a time to take in your surroundings, appreciate them, and make an effort to be kind to the planet. Whether through volunteering and cleaning our streets, donating to a climate change, pledging our solidarity with other species, or simply spending some time outdoors, however you decide to celebrate Earth Day, remember it's about moving towards the future, promoting environmental awareness so we can journey towards a healthier planet. While we enjoy this breathtaking scenery, let's take a look at an event that celebrates diversity.
This parade is not not just a parade for the sake of a parade. It's representative of pride.
The messages are all consistent. Transparency, inclusion.
You see all these hearts, all these balloons, all these rainbows. They actually celebrate love. Love is love.
I think there's a key message here that no matter who you are, who you love, that we're all in this together, that respecting people for who they are, bringing their very best selves, whether it's to work or to the community, is so important. So I couldn't be more thrilled to be here today.
The message here is that everyone is included because everyone is family. And you can tell we mean it.
It's something that I've had the opportunity to bring my daughter to the last few times. It's good to be able to teach her about inclusion, about accepting everyone. It's a fun event to come to, something I look forward to every year.
Cox Communications, I mean, we show love for our community, we show love for our employees, and being here today at the Phoenix Pride is just one of the many ways that we get to display that.
There are a lot of places in this country that are not necessarily friendly to all people of all walks of life. Phoenix is not one of them. We actually have a tremendous amount of corporate support across the valley for many different organizations in multiple industries, and they all support diversity, and Cox is one of the leading companies to participate. We put our money where our mouth is because diversity matters, because family matters. We also provide internet and media for the festival itself every year because people depend on us to bring them closer together.
It's great to work for a company that takes everything into account and is able to support multiple causes at multiple times. I think it's a big thing and something that makes me proud to say I work for Cox.
I've worked with Cox for about 4 years now, and never worked with another company like this. It's always very inclusive with the people and be who you are. I've never had an issue being out and proud from day one. It's just a part of the culture. It's not anything you have to ask anybody to do. Everybody just automatically does it, and they live in love and they live together as a team and as a family.
So great to see so many leaders and our front line out here really living their values and out here making the community better.
It's beautiful to see so many people willing to put aside their differences, to put aside what divides them, and to come together to represent love and to represent compassion together. You're getting to see a nice cross-section of every kind of person that wants to believe in compassion, kindness, openness, inclusion, equality, and equity. And that's what you're seeing here at this festival and this parade.
Since its inception in 1970, Earth Day continues to grow as a worldwide movement focused on promoting clean living and a healthy, sustainable habitat for people and wildlife alike. It's a day the entire family and community can celebrate together. We had a chance to visit with some remarkable youth who were recently recognized for their leadership abilities through the Boys and Girls Club Youth of the Year program. Here's more.
So today is our Arizona State Youth of the Year breakfast, where we are honoring the 9 candidates across the state of Arizona for their achievements in their local Boys and Girls Clubs, celebrating them, and then naming our Arizona State Youth of the Year.
I started going to the Boys and Girls Club about the age of 9 because my dad wanted me to be able to have conversations and feel comfortable around people my own age.
I initially joined the club when I was 9 years old.
I went there one day just to see what it was like, and it was one of the best decisions of my life.
I joined the Boys and Girls Club 4 years ago to get a feel for how connected I can be to others.
A home away from home. It's always somewhere you can go where people will have your back.
I joined it because my mom said I was spending too much time watching TV, and she wanted me to be involved in my community, and the Boys and Girls Club was a good facet for that.
It helped me in so many different ways. It helped me become more social. It helped me develop my English skills a tremendous amount, and it's given me wonderful opportunities such as this one.
Boys and Girls Club means everything to me. It's definitely always been my second home since I started going there. I don't know who I would even be without them. They're my second family, and I depend on them for everything.
I was in my shell, so I was never able to communicate with others. I was quiet.
Youth of the Year program has been around for over 60 years. It's a celebration of honoring really the best of the best. So all of our kids that come through the club, it's honoring that journey. So it's the journey really of starting from very early all the way through high school.
Youth of the Year, for me, it means a better way to inspire people.
Youth of the Year to me means let me learn and grow with you while on the journey to being something greater.
Just an amazing opportunity to come out here and represent the Boys and Girls Club of Hassayampa.
It's important because you have good leadership skills, because my tradition, women aren't supposed to be the leaders.
Through my academics, I've gotten support through our STEM center and tutoring through that as well, which helps aid my grades.
Once you start going to the club, you grow as a person and as a leader, and you see things that you never would have even thought about before.
I definitely felt like I was my own person and I could be whoever I wanted to be and grow into and try out new things while at the club.
When it comes to young people, it takes a village. And so having the support of wonderful partners like Cox Communications. For this program, we have Fiesta Bowl Charities and Top Golf, amazing organizations here in the state who are committed to youth, committed to their futures. And we couldn't do the work we do here at Boys and Girls Club without those partners.
The tech room, it has computers, it wouldn't happen without its sponsors.
Without the help of Cox Communications, we wouldn't be able to be out here today.
The fact that these organizations are coming together and helping this one organization for the better of the next generation is absolutely wonderful.
So we'll start with our Arizona Military Youth of the Year, Benjamin Lee Rabbert from Davis Mountain Air Force Base. 2019 Arizona Youth of the Year is Ayanna Jameson, Boys and Girls Club of Metro Phoenix.
So this is more than a career, this is really a passion of mine because it's impactful. It's what I did as a kid. And now when I see these kids that are growing up, it's like I see myself in a lot of them.
For my Boys and Girls Club, especially since it's a military Boys and Girls Club, I would say resiliency.
Inspirational.
Involvement.
Home. I think if I could describe the Boys and Girls Club in one word, it'd definitely be supportive.
Spontaneous.
Compassionate. Life-changing.
Thank you, Boys and Girls Club.
Thank you, Boys and Girls Clubs of America.
Thank you, Boys and Girls Club. Thank you, Boys and Girls Club.
Thank you, Boys and Girls Club.
Thank you, Boys and Girls Club.
Thank you, Boys and Girls Club.
Thank you, Boys and Girls Club.
Thank you, Boys and Girls Club.
What an inspiring group of kids. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Doing More. I'm Erica Cardenas. Today we're at the Hassayampa River Preserve celebrating Earth Day and enjoying a variety of wildlife and beautiful landscape. Here are some other ways you can celebrate Earth Day: planting a tree, turning off lights, reserve water, recycling, purchasing biodegradable products, and traveling by carpool, riding a bike, or walking. Now take a look as students and Cox Communications volunteers come together for UofA's AquaSTEM program.
Today we're here in a hidden oasis. It's a beautiful area just northwest of the valley near Wickenburg at the Hassayampa River Preserve. Arizona Project Wet is a program with the University of Arizona to get students involved in STEM education, to get them out of the classroom with things that they've learned in the classroom, but get them outdoors and experiencing nature. And so what a beautiful area to experience nature, to get out into the water, into the plants and the trees, and just be in nature.
My name is Sandra Hurlbut. I work with Arizona Project Wet. I'm the education coordinator for a program called AquaSTEM. And AquaSTEM is essentially 3 different learning units within Arizona Project Wet. Today, they are taking on the role of a field scientist, exploring one of 5 different sciences. So they're learning about aquatic biology, they're learning about botany, they're learning about entomology, they're learning about soil science, 2 different types of water chemistry, so they're exploring that. They're learning and looking for signs for an animal that they've been researching throughout this unit. So this is part of a 12-lesson series of classes, and so they go really deeply into learning about riparian habitats through these 12 lessons.
This is an important partnership for Cox because it helps us to get our employees involved through our Cox Volunteers program. And so not only do we have volunteers from Cox Communications, but we also have volunteers from Cox Automotive, all part of the Cox family here in Arizona. So to get our volunteers out, once again interacting with the youth and getting them out of the office for a few hours and interacting with nature really just makes it so fun for us.
Without the support of the communities, business relationships that we have, we couldn't pull this off. They wouldn't get half of what they get out of it that they do today.
We want them to gain an appreciation for riparian areas, for nature in general, and realize the importance of how nature supports us, not just with water, but in all aspects of our lives.
We also visited with some Cox volunteers who recycled wood to bring a smile to a child's face. Take a look.
My name's Kurt Veer. I'm with Habitat for Humanity. I'm a construction site superintendent. We're working with a group called Blue Star Families to select a needy child. One of their parents is overseas with the military and they miss them. We're building and decorating a playhouse for a little girl, 4 years old, loves princesses. And her mother's back east right now with the military. And this is giving Cox the opportunity to reach out in a very personal way to this young lady and let her know that people care.
Lots of artistry going on for sure, so they're getting crazy with it.
I'd love a playhouse when I was a little girl, so I think she'd enjoy it. It's nice to kind of put a pause to your daily routine, if you will, along with your personal life and work life, to kind of be a part of the community and give back.
So this is super neat being able to do this for the first time, like making a difference for someone else that we've never met. It doesn't even matter to meet them, it's something that they need, so it's good stuff for sure.
The beauty of this event is the fact that we take people that normally would be working behind a computer and probably with things like spreadsheets and Gantt charts and plans and things of that nature, and guys and gals that are out in the field working on installing technology in people's homes. But now we're asking them to dig deep, come up with something that they would not normally do it, and paint. And not just colors. We've got them painting princesses and little mouse people and flowers and stars, hearts. And I think that heart idea is really awesome because that's what they're doing, is they're affecting hearts through this program.
We got to work together and all be part of the community. I mean, we all got to do our part.
They will not see the full effect of their volunteer hours because the joy that's going to give this young lady is, you won't be able to measure it. When they spend some time having a good time with each other, doing something they wouldn't normally do, and stretching themselves in areas they wouldn't normally get to, and knowing that a young lady is going to have hours, if not days, months of fun in this playhouse.
Okay, Genevieve, are you ready to see your surprise? Okay, push the big button.
I think it's awesome that Cox is willing to give of themselves and give to the community in a very personal way.
Princess Genevieve.
Habitat for Humanity brings people together to build homes, communities, and hope. They envision a world where everyone has a decent place to live. To donate and for more information, head over to www.habitatcaz.org. Stick around, we have more coming up on Doing More. Welcome back to Doing More. We also traveled to New England to promote equality and tolerance through Revolution Soccer. Take a look.
If you like the Revolution, or if you're just a soccer fan, anything that makes soccer more accessible to those in our community, that's an area that we really like to try and get involved with.
Just to make the community a better place for everybody. So the least we can do is just get back into the community and help out.
Our organization, we get involved with many other charitable organizations, dozens every year.
You're really looking to do anything you can to help your community. For the Revs, we tend to focus on a few specific areas of our community efforts.
Special Olympics Massachusetts, Boston Scores, I do some work with Project Goal.
I visit the Children's Hospital in Boston and Hasbro Children's Hospital in Providence quite frequently. And we have boxcar movie night here at Gillette every year. Some Biggies for Comfort. People come and we get to make little boxcars and then we watch a children's movie. And it's a really fun night. It's pretty cool.
Anything that we can get involved in to help out the community is something that we try to do.
We play in front of tens of thousands of people every weekend, and then countless more on TV and across the internet. So we have the opportunities to use this platform to do the right thing in the community and to give back.
I think we've all seen a rise in anti-Semitism, in hate crimes, and it's an unfortunate trend that's out there. So we're partnered up with Chelsea Football Club, a worldwide powerhouse in sports, one of the biggest sports clubs of any kind, anywhere in the world, to play this match here at Gillette Stadium, Chelsea versus the Revolution.
As soon as we found out as players that we'd be playing Chelsea, it was exciting for two reasons. One, getting to play an excellent opponent, one that we're usually not able to play, but also the game's going to support a great cause, and we're really looking forward to it.
All the proceeds from the match are going to support organizations that help fight anti-Semitism and hate, but both sets of owners are each giving $1 million to start the funding for this programming. So we're starting right out of the gate with $2 million. We're going to raise a few more $1 million, so it's a real privilege for us to be able to partner with them on this really important initiative. The match itself is being called the Final Whistle on Hate. The entire program came out of the tragedy in Pittsburgh at the Tree of Life Synagogue, and I think as a professional club like the Revolution or like Chelsea, if we feel like we can do something to draw awareness to that and provide funding to organizations that are helping combat that, that's a pretty important thing for us to do, and that's a big inspiration for the match.
Having this opportunity is huge for us. A lot of us guys will have a chip on our shoulder because everyone says that soccer is better in Europe than it is in the US, so we have something to prove. It's not just going to be all fun and games.
And it's something as professional athletes and having the opportunity in this game, it's a great chance to bring people together. We really want to just make the world a better place, and we're looking forward to going after Chelsea.
Just like it's 1776, we'll try to make a stand for the homeland. And it's a perfect place for it. Boston's the homeland of the Revolution.
We want to thank the Hassayampa River Preserve for allowing us to visit this beautiful oasis in celebration of Earth Day. Take action year-round and get involved with the environmental movement across the globe. Give to the cause and spread the word about protecting our environment so we can create a healthy, more sustainable future. When we come together as a community, the impact can be monumental. So celebrate Earth Day every day. I'm Erica Cardenas. See you next time.